Hello again, friends. Welcome back to Open Book, another insightful book summary for this week. This time we are delving into a self-help guide that unlocks the secrets to financial success. In a world of financial uncertainty, this book stands as a beacon of wisdom and guidance. Today, we bring you the summary of an amazing book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a transformative guide to financial literacy. Whether you are just starting out or looking to refine your approach, remember the path to wealth and independence begins with knowledge and action. Discover the wisdom that has transformed countless lives. Rich Dad, Poor Dad explores contrasting perspectives on wealth gleaned from the experience of two fathers. Join the journey to unlock the secrets of financial success and independence.
Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly accumulate wealth while others struggle? Well, the secret might lie in financial education. Let's delve into this topic by discussing the premise of a riveting book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book presents a unique perspective on wealth accumulation and money management. The narrative revolves around two central figures from Kiyosaki's childhood: his own father, referred to as Poor Dad, and his friend's father, who he fondly calls Rich Dad. Poor Dad, Kiyosaki's biological father, was a highly educated man holding a PhD and was well respected in his profession. Despite this, he always seemed to be struggling financially. He believed in the traditional route to success: get a good education, find a secure job, and save for retirement. He thought that working harder was the solution to financial stress, and that the government should provide for those in need. On the other hand, Rich Dad, his friend's father, was a businessman who had an 8th grade education. However, he appeared to have an uncanny ability to create and grow his wealth. He believed that financial education was the key to financial independence. He saw money as a tool that could be leveraged to create assets and generate income. The contrast between these two figures is striking. On one side, we have a well-educated man constantly battling financial woes. And on the other, a less formally educated man who seems to have cracked the code to wealth accumulation. This difference in their financial attitudes was not just a matter of personal choice, but it reflected their differing perspectives on education. While Poor Dad placed value on conventional education, Rich Dad saw the importance of financial education, understanding how money works and using it to your advantage. The difference in their financial attitudes was clear. One believed in conventional education and job security, the other believed in financial education and entrepreneurship. This sets the stage for the rest of our discussion, where we'll delve deeper into the principles that Rich Dad used to build his wealth. So, what's the first lesson Rich Dad teaches? The importance of acquiring assets. Now, what exactly does that mean? Let's delve into one of the most crucial concepts from Chapter 2: the difference between assets and liabilities. Imagine your financial situation as a balancing scale. On one side, we have assets, and on the other, liabilities. Your goal? To tip the scale in favor of assets. Assets, in the simplest terms, are things that put money in your pocket. This could be anything from real estate investments, stocks, bonds, or even that collection of rare books you've been hoarding in your attic. These are all things that generate income, either through appreciation, dividends, or rent. Liabilities, on the other hand, are the exact opposite. They take money out of your pocket. A car loan, a mortgage, credit card debt, these are all liabilities. They're often disguised as assets, leading us to believe that we're wealthier than we actually are. And here's where the rich differ from the poor and the middle class. The rich are continuously on the lookout for assets, while the poor and the middle class tend to accumulate liabilities, mistaking them for assets. Let's say you buy a fancy new car. Sure, it looks great in your driveway, but unless you're renting it out on the weekends, it's doing nothing but draining your bank account. The rich dad, as Kiyosaki refers to in his book, believed in the power of assets. He spent his life acquiring assets and letting them work for him. He wasn't just working for money, he was making his money work for him. That's the key difference. And it's not just about having more money. It's about achieving financial independence. It's about having your assets cover your expenses, so you're no longer trading your time for money. The path to financial independence, according to Rich Dad, is to spend your life buying assets, not liabilities. So next time you're about to make a purchase, ask yourself, is this an asset or is it a liability? Next, we delve into the idea of minding your own business. But what does that mean? Well, it's not about being standoffish or ignoring the plight of others. Rather, it's about concentrating on your own financial affairs. It's about the power of personal financial management and taking charge of your economic destiny. In the third chapter, Robert Kiyosaki puts a spotlight on this concept, calling it minding your own business. It's a simple phrase, but packed with a powerful message. He encourages us to focus on our own financial health rather than getting swept up in the financial affairs of others, or worse, leaving our financial wellness to chance. Now, don't get the wrong idea here. This isn't about being selfish. It's about understanding that your financial health is your responsibility. It's about knowing where your money is going, how it's being used, and making sure that, above all, it's working for you. But how exactly do we mind our own business? Well, according to Kiyosaki, it involves investing in and building our own assets. This can be anything from real estate to stocks to small businesses. These assets then become sources of income, working to bring in more money, even when you're not actively working. This might seem like a daunting task, especially if you're just starting out. But remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's about taking small steps, learning as you go, and gradually building your financial fortress. And here's another thing. Minding your own business doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. Seek advice from financial experts, read books, attend seminars. Equip yourself with the knowledge and skills necessary to make sound financial decisions. So, to sum it up, minding your own business is about taking charge of your financial health. It's about making your money work for you instead of the other way around. It's about building and investing in your own assets. So instead of simply working for money, the financially educated work to build their assets. Ever wondered about the power of corporations? Let's explore. Robert Kiyosaki, in his groundbreaking book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, sheds light on the often overlooked benefits of owning corporations. As we dive into the fourth chapter, the power of corporations becomes clear as daylight. Imagine a realm where you can legally avoid paying exorbitant taxes, a haven where your assets are guarded against potential lawsuits. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, that's the reality when you own a corporation. Corporations are more than just business entities. They are powerful tools that can provide significant tax advantages. When you own a corporation, you are allowed to spend pre-tax dollars. Let's break it down. Normally, an individual earns, gets taxed, and then spends what's left. But in the world of corporations, the order is reversed. The corporation earns, spends as much as it can, and is then taxed on what remains. This unique cycle can lead to substantial tax savings, but the benefits don't stop at tax advantages. Owning a corporation can also provide a certain degree of protection from lawsuits. In our increasingly litigious society, this can be a real game changer. If someone sues a corporation, it's the corporation's assets at risk, not the personal assets of the owners. This distinction allows owners to sleep a little easier at night, knowing their personal wealth is safeguarded. It's important to note, though, that owning a corporation is not a silver bullet. It comes with its own set of challenges and responsibilities. It requires careful planning, smart decision-making, and a deep understanding of the laws and regulations. However, when navigated correctly, corporations can be a powerful ally on your journey to financial freedom. They can help you keep more of what you earn, protect your assets, and ultimately build wealth. By understanding the power of corporations, you're one step closer to financial freedom. Now let's get into a really interesting concept. The rich invent money. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Chapter 5 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad delves into this fascinating idea. It's not about literally printing currency, but rather about the ability to see and seize opportunities others might miss. The rich, with their financial education, are able to create wealth from situations that many would overlook. Imagine walking past a rundown property. Most people might see it as an eyesore, a money pit. But a financially educated person, they see potential. They envision a renovated building, perhaps a thriving business, or a lucrative rental property. They are not deterred by the initial investment or the effort required. They see the long-term gains. This is what we mean when we say the rich invent money. They turn what others see as nothing into something of value, creating wealth in the process. So financial education enables you to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Finally, let's explore the principle of working to learn, not to earn. Robert Kiyosaki in Rich Dad, Poor Dad emphasizes the importance of lifelong learning and skill development. He contends that our traditional mindset of working merely for a paycheck is a trap. It makes us a slave to money, instead of money working for us. Kiyosaki urges us to shift our perspective. He encourages us to seek out opportunities that broaden our skills, enhance our knowledge, and deepen our understanding. Whether it's a new job, a challenging project, or a unique investment opportunity, it's the learning that truly counts. It's the skills and the knowledge that we acquire over time that empower us to make smart financial decisions. In essence, it's not about how much we earn, but how much we learn. The real wealth, Kiyosaki suggests, lies in our ability to understand and leverage financial principles. Remember, financial success is about more than just money. It's about knowledge, skills, and mindset. So, what can we take away from Rich Dad, Poor Dad? First and foremost, Robert Kiyosaki underscores the importance of financial education. It's not just about making money, but understanding how money works. It's about being money smart, knowing how to leverage your assets and minimizing your liabilities. Speaking of assets, they are the building blocks of wealth. They are the investments that keep giving: real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They are the golden geese that lay the golden eggs. Nurturing these geese, is crucial, and that's why Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of minding your own business. It's about focusing on your financial affairs, on your assets, and making them work for you. Then there's the power of corporations. They are not just big businesses, but also powerful vehicles for wealth creation and protection. They provide a way to harness the power of the financial system to your advantage, allowing you to maximize your wealth while minimizing your tax liability. Next, Kiyosaki invites us to think outside the box with the concept of inventing money. It's about seeing opportunities where others see nothing, generating wealth from thin air by being innovative, creative, and entrepreneurial. Finally, the principle of working to learn, not to earn. It's not just about the paycheck, but the skills, the knowledge, the experience you gain. It's about becoming more valuable as a person, not just as an employee. So, there you have it. These are the key messages from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They challenge conventional wisdom. They push us to think differently, to act differently. They are not just principles for financial success, but for personal growth and empowerment as well. With these principles in mind, you're on your way to a richer, more financially secure future. So, are you ready to start your financial education journey?
So as we close the summary of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, let its lessons resonate in your mind and guide your financial journey. Take with you the wisdom of two contrasting perspectives and apply it diligently in your pursuit of wealth and independence. Remember, the principles shared within these pages have the power to transform not just your finances, but your entire outlook on life. Embrace the mindset of abundance. Continue to educate yourself and trust in your ability to create the life you deserve. Friends, mark your calendars. Next week, we are diving into another captivating read in our open book series on Aspire and Acquire. Get ready for an enriching journey through the pages of knowledge. Cheers.